Hi there, savewith.crypto here on Friday the 12th of January 2024. I want to talk about Bitget because there's some FUD being spread about Bitget and I don't think they deserve it. A lot of this has been spread through YouTube and Twitter, and one of the main people is Crypto, Chris I think his name is, and on the 10th of January he put out this thing saying, there's problems at Bitget and all this kind of thing. And then he had these four images here. Okay, so Coach K Crypto, Kenneth B, I think his name is, Pride Web3, and Tradify Labs. Okay, and he was saying I've seen these things. You should be aware that that there might be problems at Bitget. Okay, so I kind of looked into these a little bit more. Coach K, I don't know, he seems to spend all his time promoting absolute garbage, and and he did have this here. He said, I have proof from the guys who got these messages from people working at Bitget. Okay, so he's got this one saying, more tea, seems Sean and other C-suite are being investigated in China, so everybody is running. It'd be good to know who sent that. And then there's this one here saying, by the way, withdraw all your money from Bitget. Sandra and Sean disappeared. They are now just advisors at the company. Well, if they're advisors, doesn't mean they've disappeared, does it? Anyway, some random peeps got promoted to COO and CMO and stuff like out of nowhere. So CEOs are cashing out or are dipping before shit hits the fan. Read what you like into that. It doesn't look convincing to me. Kenneth B, this is the one that got me, because if you look at the Crypto thing, right, look at his image. It's this one here, Kenneth B. There has been a bit of FUD of recent about Bitget, with certain people saying things like the exchange is crashing and the likes. Okay. Now what he didn't show you was the rest of the message. Things like the exchange is crashing and the likes. This is a reassurance from me personally that it's all a facade. All our funds are safe and everyone at Bitget is working hard towards delivering the best for its customers, so kindly disregard such information, guys. Just to remind you of how safe your funds are, did you know that blah blah blah. Okay, that was a bit weird. Anyway, Tradify Labs, they say if you're using Bitget Global, I'd recommend withdrawing as soon as possible. Weird out, it's the same kind of wording, isn't it? C-level executives are lost and cannot be found. Okay. In crypto, there's no smoke without fire. Tradify Labs got a reply from Gracie Chen at Bitget saying, waiting for the good news about Bitcoin ETF. Then the FUD comes again. Everything at Bitget is working well, funds are safe, and the whole team is working hard to promote for the next bull run. Blah, blah, blah. Someone saying, I have a lot on Bitget and trust this exchange. The proof of reserves tree is very good. Are you really sure about that? This post just sounds, I don't know, rubbish, really. Pride Web3 said Bitget was removed from the App Store. Ask why. Currently under investigation. This is complete chaos in the management. There's no source quoted here. Loads of people saying thank you. Thank you for what? Thank you for spreading the FUD. I don't know. Anyway, so I asked my affiliate manager at Bitget, and he replied saying, hey bro, just a FUD. No one disappeared, as I see. Lol. Heard it's either some competitor pays to some shillers to say that, but can't say for sure how this rumour came from. Well, can't say for sure how this where this rumour came from. And Crypto, his BD was asleep, so he didn't text Crypto, and he posted something like that. Lol. Okay. Not sure exactly what that means, but I think I know. As far as I can see, Crypto doesn't trade. His income is solely from commission from ByBit. Now, it's totally possible that I'm completely wrong about that, so if I am, I'm sorry about that. But I think with 500,000 subscribers, you can make enough money from affiliate commission to not have to trade and risk any money at all. Now, you might think that's some sort of weird conspiracy, but I think it's something like that, because none of this makes sense to me. And the fact that it was done the day before the ETF is just so suspicious. I mean, the whole of this thing is like mad. I mean, that cock up with Twitter, with the SEC putting out the wrong information. and then saying, oh, that was a mistake. And when the actual real info did come out, they didn't even mention it. I mean, this crypto business is completely bloody mad. Anyway, so I wouldn't believe anything you read, to be honest, good or bad. At the end of the day, having your money on an exchange is, of course, going to be more risky than having it in a hardware wallet. But having it in a hardware wallet means you can't trade it. So, that's what I like doing. So I'm going to carry on using Bitget. That's my thoughts about it. But let's have a look at the app thing, because that's quite important as well. So this morning I tried the support at bitget.com to ask about the app not being available in the iOS store. I only got a bot response, but it just said, we acknowledge that the application is presently unavailable on the iOS App Store. Our technical team is engaged in an upgrade process and we anticipate its prompt resumption. In the meantime, we suggest using our web version or Android app. We apologise for any inconvenience this may cause. Okay, so there's that. Now, on my iPhone, it is working fine because I've already got the app there, so that's great. So it doesn't really inconvenience me the fact that it's not there in the App Store at the moment. Over on Android, on my Android phone, I was able to, find the app in the App Store. I was able to upgrade it as well, so that's all good. And of course, it's working on the web platform as well. So I think it's just an iOS issue. Now I know that getting apps and app updates in the Apple iOS App Store is a bit tricky sometimes, and if you get the wrong person looking at your app, they will just sort of refuse it, and that process takes time. So I think that's all it is, really. I think it's just a bit of like, you need someone just to say, yes, that's okay, and you can have the update. Now, as I mentioned, I started recording this video on Friday, the 12th of January, and it's now Saturday, and I've noticed now this morning there was this blog put out on the Bitget site talking about Bitget faces insolvency claims, Chen dismisses as FUD. And you can read that if you like. I don't understand why people like Crypto is stirring this up. I don't know if he's doing it for engagement or if he's doing it for like monetary reward, or maybe ByBit are threatening to cut his commission. I don't know. But I think everything's okay at Bitget. So overall, I don't think there's a problem at Bitget. I'm going to carry on using it. And I think if you live in the UK, it's one of your best options at the moment. So there you go. Use my link, savewith.crypto.org/bitget, and get up to a 30,000 USDT trading bonus for free. And also, if you want to win your share of one Bitcoin, then go to savewithcrypto.org/win. And there's another 4 days of the competition, so all you need to do there is just do some trading over the next 4 days. It's also worth looking at this article here on cryptonews.net, where it says Bitget exec dispels insolvency rumours spread on X. And this is just talking about all the sort of crap that was spread on Twitter and, about none of it being particularly true. I'd love to know what you think, so please leave a comment down below and tell me. And while you're down there, give the video a like. Make sure you subscribed, make sure you got the notifications set on all, and above all, tell your friends.